We are back in Horita in Nagoya. Sanne and I are spending a little bit of time with my family here, and it's been a lot of fun. It feels absolutely surreal because I remember walking down this street here, going to Horita Shogakko, which is down there. So, oh, I gotta catch this train. Oh, we made it. Alright, so that was a little bit of a rush, but I didn't want to miss the train. This one time I got on the wrong train going the wrong way, and it was an express train. And it took me a good 35 minutes away from where I needed to be. And then there was only a local train coming back, so you want to kind of be careful about these things. But yeah, I've been here in Japan for almost, it's been like 3 months of the year. Yeah, I've spent a quarter of a year in Japan this year. And then after this 3-week trip here with Sanne, I'm coming back again at the end of August, and then I'll be here again in October into November. You know, it's been incredible being here because it's giving me the chance to be a lot closer to our product. It's giving me a little bit of a chance to, you know, kind of just get out there and speak with the team that we work with here, family, about these ideas that I have. We've started to have some pretty incredible conversations with some farmers. I'm going to be on a mission to try to either partner with a farm here in Japan to try to help bring in different methods of farming, try to find ways to be even more sustainable. I truly believe that if I'm able to get into the farming space and bring a different perspective into it, bring in some friends who are in the agricultural space, I think that we might be able to make a difference. And if the only thing that Nekohama accomplishes is supporting these smaller farms, and not just staying alive, but thriving, that to me is going to be the biggest success. But from what I understand, this is going to take a very long time. And since Nekohama is not a business that we ever plan on selling or parting with, Jason and I have all the time in the world, my mom and Sanne, to do something incredible. Hope you're following along with the journey, and I hope you love matcha and tea as much as we do, because this is just the beginning. Alright, so I'm off to get some food with my grandma, and we're going to a noodle spot. So, oh, hi. Hi. Alright, and we're off to lunch. So this is like a little shrine. Some of the people, the elders in my family who passed on are actually here. So this is my grandfather. Very hard to see because it's dark. Hiroshi Ando Hiroshi, my grandfather, my mother's father. He had a rice business here. Years ago when I was in college and right after I graduated, he thought it was so cool that I was modeling and trying all these sorts of different things. And he had all these cutouts that my mom would send him from things that I didn't even know I did. I totally forgot about them, and I came back to Japan, I don't know, probably a year before he passed. And I remember walking around Horita with him, and he had these things, and he was so proud. He was so proud. He literally had like every single thing I'd ever done. And I didn't have much of a relationship with him because there was a period of time where I just refused to come back. Everything that happened in the US when I got there from the moment I landed was extreme amounts of racism towards Asians, and you know, people didn't even know about Japan. They would call me Chinese, and I think that made me almost loathe part of myself. And when I finally came back, this was probably when I was 22, I ended up walking around with him in Horita, and we were walking by the sign that I've shown before. And in front of that sign, I was like, "Shashin totte ii desu ka?" I was like, "Can we take a picture?" And he said, "Yeah." And we took a picture. And then after we took the picture, you know, he said to me, "Oh, this modeling stuff's really cool, you know, gambatte," which is like, keep going. And I turned around and I pointed at the sign. the ando sign. I said, I want to build something like what you did. I want to make something like this. And he looked at me, and you know, he never showed a lot of emotion. And this is, you know, I think about a year before he passed away. And if you're gonna do it, and do it well. Take it, like you can do it, just like matter of fact. And for a kid that didn't have much confidence in himself, and for a kid who's always wanted to make his family proud, that's all I needed. Any chance I get to come back here, just be in this space, it just kind of makes me feel a lot closer to him and the half of me that I ran from. So anyway, I'm heading to the hotel. My grandmother's falling asleep downstairs. It's so hot outside. I can only imagine what it's like for her. We're gonna be hitting up this really nice Japanese tea cafe. We're gonna be meeting up at 5. So I'm gonna go on a little adventure. It's gonna take me a second to get to the hotel, and then after that, we're gonna go explore. I hope you enjoyed this little peek into, you know, the motivation behind everything. It's not business. It's, for me, it's family, and you know, the legacy of what my grandfather did and what this family's done here. And I'm just trying to take it in a different direction. And you know, if we're successful, we are going to be able to help a lot of farmers. That might mean that it's going to take us a lot longer to build this into the business that we want it to be. So, you know, we're just going to take it one day at a time. Japanese shaved ice, but it's not like a normal kakigori. This is like a special kakigori, and they don't usually make it this beautiful. So Saoko and I are gonna dig in.